hey, I just try to showcase like a demo how to use Datagen using Rahan's request. So he's requesting, I think, use WhatsApp to like basically automation that like whenever there's a WhatsApp, and then it will automatically be updated to the calendar as a reminder, so he knows when it's like coming. So to prepare this task, actually, because I don't have WhatsApp, so I use email to kind of as a proxy, and I just create a email for me, like say, hey, this is a task, and I need to create an automation demo. So yeah, so the first thing is just you go to Datagen.dev. You don't need to like log in immediately because we will guide you through. Actually, what you can do now is you just click this one to copy the Claude, the MCP URL, and then you go to you can go to any kind of chat, and you click this search and tool sign, then hit the manage connectors. So if you are not a pro user, you probably need to go through a more extensive, let me know if you are not a pro user. We'll try to show you how to install based on the JSON file. But if you are, then all you need to do is hit that manage connector and add custom connector. And you can just put Datagen. It could be any name, but I prefer to go with the server name. And just paste the URL here, and just hit add. And what you can see now, I should remove this one. Yeah. And then you should be able to see, actually it hasn't been connected because we are using all authentication. It means that you don't need to provide any API key, but before you connect, you actually need to sign in. So you just hit this connect, it will lead you to the Datagen. And because I already signed in, so it just kind of brought me in. But if you are not, it probably will give you this kind of sign out sheet for you to sign out first. And you just hit allow to allow Claude to be able to use it. And ideally, once you finish it, you should be able to see all the tool here. And like if you check our website, you know we're kind of like a vibe coding platform, but instead of letting you vibe code at like a replit or like cursor that you don't need any kind of a spin up any additional environment, you're just using in your Cloud Code, you can just create your automation on the fly, on the go. And another huge benefit of it is instead of if you're using any kind of cursor or non-cloud product, you actually have to pay for the API. So when you pay the subscription, you pay for the premium API fee. But we realize that if you just let user use Cloud directly, your subscription or even free user have that kind of free API token that they give you, and it's actually way cheaper than you buy in the API from those like cursor replit. It's actually way more lovable. It's way more expensive. So yeah, okay, back to here where we are. And then another important thing is that for Datagen, we make integration through MCP. So to do that, actually to make automation of what we discussed earlier here, is actually we need to follow the 3-step for for Datagen. First, we finish it. We need to install So the first step is we need to find the calendar MCP and Gmail MCP, because we want like the model to be able to access my Gmail and then update my calendar. And then once we find them, we should install them on Datagen. So Datagen can use them as part of the function in the code to create this automation. So it's different from like directly letting LN to like access the MCP, which is sometimes working, sometimes not working. We are actually creating a code, like a workflow, like an NAN that can reliably be running consistently. And finally, like once we install the MCP to Datagen, then you basically give Datagen your access to the access. Then you can ask Claude to help us to do this automation. I will show you how to do it. So first, we need to find the calendar MCP. I would say this is by far the most annoying part of Datagen is finding the right MCP. One platform I really like with very high quality MCP is Clavis. So you just need to go to Clavis and hit get started. And then their MCP servers. So you can see they have a lot of good MCP. And for this use case, we would just have the Google Calendar MCP, and we just create that and just copy the server URL. And once I copy that, we can just go to Claude and say, hey, help me to install Google Calendar MCP on Datagen. And then provide the URL you just got. The MCP URL is this. And what actually the Claude would say, okay, I know you're trying to install this. So he will try to actually use our tool called Add Remote MCP Server. You can hit this arrow to see what exactly he's trying to do. He's trying to create a Google Calendar MCP and then using the server URL that Clavis gave us. We just say allow once. One thing you have to be careful, like in Safari, because actually they also use OAuth. So you can see this like pop-up window show up. Make sure you authenticate through here. Otherwise, you might actually see the model say he couldn't access your Gmail. So that's important. Like make sure you click that pop-up and then authorize it. So the model can see it. Okay, so model can see, okay, there are several different way to use this MCP. So this will all be kind of function later on be used in Datagen and Claude.